It's the start of another week of NFL action, and that means it's Thursday night in the NFL here on EA Sports.
Bill, we've got a couple of the best tight ends in the game on each sideline today, and they could be the difference makers.
You know, these tight ends, they can do it all. They're tremendous blockers for the running game. They got the speed to go down the field, and they got feet, Jim. You know, those quick feet, so even when they run those short routes, if there's man-to-man coverage, they're quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defender.
The Rams defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dying defense. Up the gut here. Now we'll get a look at the 49ers offense. They will be expecting far greater efficiency today. A week ago, they turned it over on 3 occasions.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Second and 8. Secures it with 2 hands.
And now here's the Rams defensive lineup. This unit has had a hard time this season stopping anybody. The 49ers now on 3rd down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in 3rd down situations. The 49ers will take the snap from the 25. Comes away with it. Incredible catch there by the receiver as he goes vertical and comes down with the football and the catch.
We see these incredible catches every single week. Right now, the most talented guys in the NFL might be the wide receivers. They can just do everything. Run, jump, run routes, and make these incredible catches.
Now 1st and 10. And here's the toss. Barron's the one who made the big stop.
Outside runs take time. And when you run outside, you expect the safety to get up there with that extra time to make the tackle. Good job that time by the safety.
The 49ers decked out in a lot of pink. And we see pink throughout the building. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. The 49ers take it from the 38. Has the grab. That's a pickup of 14.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Coming to the line at the 48.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Still powering ahead. Gains 5.
Well, you can't knock them all down, and sometimes the running back has just got to break a tackle. Good job that time.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down.
Get ready.
Running away from the pressure. Torrey Smith with the catch.
Nowadays, we see it all the time, don't we? Quarterbacks break and contain, stepping up in the pocket, getting outside, and more we're seeing these guys are getting better at throwing the football while on the run.
The 49ers now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone.
This play set up by the long gainer. Flip to the outside. Picks up about 5.
The 49ers, they believe in their offense. They know once they get inside the red zone, they can run or throw. That time they run the football, and it picks up some good solid yards. Great job by the offensive line. Defense crowd the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
Scrambling out of the pocket. The ball is fumbled. A recovery by the defense.
The defense comes up with the big play, the hit, and the recovery of the football.
They sure did. They got so much speed on the defensive side, and that speed, when you think about it, it gets more people around the football. It helps you deliver the hit even harder, and that's why they got the turnover. Great job.
First down at the 15. Running room. And that's a gain of 13.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down with only a minute and a half to go in the opening quarter. Gurley's lined up as the single back.
First down and 10. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field.
Here's a look at how the Rams offense. This is an efficient group. Last week turning the football over just once. The Rams take it from the 28. He was looking for Austin, but this pass goes incomplete. And now here's the 49ers defensive lineup. They've done a great job against the pass this season.
Third down. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The Rams take it from the 28. Can't hold on here as this falls incomplete.
Got to give the secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Patterson's going to look for space now. Alexander's in on the tackle.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
They come to the line of scrimmage in an excellent starting point. An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 35. Ball is out. The defense has the football. Going to be a penalty here. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
The D-line saw something on the offense. Everybody shifted to the left.
And gains about 1.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9.
The 49ers with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
The 49ers with a nickel look here on defense. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
This is third down.
Here we go. Man 38. Let's round. Let's round.
Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
I'll tell you what, it hasn't taken too long for both of these defenses to assert themselves. This already has the look of a game that's going to wind up being won in the trenches.
Well, we found out talking to both of these teams during the week, they're sick of all this offense in the NFL. Man, they wanted to come out and make a statement, and both teams have done that so far.
Patterson's got it on the return. Brought down at the 26.
Well, the best thing we can say about that punt return, well, he didn't fumble the football.
The 49ers offense retaking the field, probably still feeling the sting of their last possession when they were in scoring position only to fumble the football away.
Well, look how hard it is to score in this league. And when you get a chance and you get down there, what do? You get 4 or 5 maybe scoring opportunities every single game. Then you just give one away with the fumble. That's a terrible job.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. The Rams defense now is going to go nickel. Here's the handoff out of the strong eye. And Alec Ogletree is the one who brought him down.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Third down following the run. Miller's taking the handoff. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. First down at the 37. And the flag is down. The defense will take the penalty. double tight end formation.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Ball is out, and the recovery is made by the defense.
When you're standing in that pocket, there are going to be defenders all around you. Of course, keep two hands on it.
The Rams stalled on their last drive, forced to punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
Here we go. Let's round.
First down at the 18. Handoff out of the eye. Gurley's tackled down after a gain of 2.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. Cunningham's got on the handoff. That's a gain of 6.
Rams, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
Third and 2 here after the run. Gurley's going to secure the handoff. Williams is in on the tackle.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Coming up to the line at the 7. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. Margin for error from just outside the goal line. Runs it across for the score. Touchdown.
You got to give the offensive line just a lot of credit. It's first and goal. They just line up and power the football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
It's good. The Rams setting up for the kickoff. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The 49ers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Finds his mark. Has 12 on this play.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football. Not surprised at all to see this hurry-up offense in a situation like this. In the NFL now, you got to be the aggressor, and this offense is definitely being the aggressor.
They've got a first down with just a minute remaining before halftime. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Wants to go deep. Failing to complete that one. So second down here. The Rams come out in a dime package.
Let's go. Fire, yeah. Fire, yeah. Green. Green. Go. Green. Rams 38. Green.
The 49ers will take the snap from the 35. He has the grab. Set up now at the 26.
Let's go.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
The 49ers know to win in the NFL, you got to pick up third downs. It doesn't matter how you do it. Third and short, they go with the pass. Not executed very well. Now it's fourth down.
Drives it through for the field goal. Phil, how about the kick here before the intermission? What does that do for this team?
Well, Jim, I think it puts them in a good frame of mind. It was a good drive by the offense, so that's got to give them confidence. And anytime you're close going into halftime, you got to be happy about that.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with a 49ers official. He was unable to confirm exactly what the injury was, but he did tell me that it is related to the upper body.
The Rams now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Gurley's handed the football. Davis there to make the tackle. The Rams are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. First down here after the run.
Let's go. We're 38.
The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Gurley makes the grab. Davis there to take it down. The Rams call a timeout and are left now with only one. First down on the way. The Rams lined up. Everybody split out wide. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Got a flag down here. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. They'll decline the penalty and let the play stand.
The Rams will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down.
This will be a field goal attempt from 49 yards out. They call for the timeout to stop the clock. This will be a field goal try for Zerline. The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that kick, the second half is underway in this tight game. Exactly what we expected from these rivals. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Rams really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last two series.
You know, what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
First down at the 19. Gurley's ready to run off the screen. He's got a wide open alley. And he's on the sidelines and out of bounds.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Mason's met after a gain of 3.
Mason's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. The 49ers out now in a 4-6 formation. Gurley's going to take the handoff now. There's a flag out. The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
First and goal to go. Will go ground. They break through. Tackle him behind the line. Just a yard away from pay dirt.
The 49ers have power surge. Touchdown.
Well, this quarterback is not afraid to score on the goal line, that's for sure. Not afraid about taking a hit from one of those big, mean defensive players. He runs a quarterback sneak and gets a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The 49ers in kickoff return formation.
Patterson's got it on the return. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The 49ers offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Scrambling now. On target.
Jim, when you're down multiple scores in the second half, you're looking for the little things to get momentum on your side. So just get a first down. Don't look for the big plays. That was a good job by the offense that time.
1st and 10. Set up screen. Donald's the one who brings him to the ground.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Advancing it now inside the 40.
From the gun. Looking long. And it falls incomplete.
Good try. Throw it deep down the field. It's a beautiful throw, but it just goes incomplete.
Set up now at the 39-yard line.
The Rams go with the dime formation here on defense. Third and 7. Getting set for a 56-yard field goal. Not enough leg with that one.
Well, moments like this, you're on the sideline, the field goal kicker comes off the field. Well, you just turn your back and walk away because you don't want to yell at him. You've driven the football down the field. He goes out there and kicks it and doesn't hit it well enough to even get it over the crossbar.
1st down at the 46. Heaving it down the field. He reaches up and grabs it.
Heading to the line at the 22.
First down at the 22. Is intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
2 tight ends on the field here.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
2nd down and 10. Intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
Anytime you're backed up on the offensive side, the quarterback's got to be extremely careful because if you turn it over, you're just giving points to your opponent. That time a bad decision by the quarterback, and he throws an easy interception for the defense.
What a place to start for the offense. Gurley's taking the handoff. Wide to the left. Gurley's marked down after a gain of 9.
Well, that last play almost got him in here. And when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
Cunningham's powers his way across. Touchdown. And with that score, they now have a nice buffer to work with over this last quarter and a half.
They do, but this game is not over. Now you got to come out there on the offensive side, and you got to find a way, come up with some new plays, take a chance, and get back in this game. It's not over.
The Rams setting up here for the kickoff.
Patterson will test the coverage.
Got a flag. Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
The Rams will come out in the dime. First down at the 34. Toss play.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting a run up the middle.
The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Let's go.
Now 1st and 10. Throws the pass. Can't find the target on the pass underneath. After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. The Rams set at the line. Dime package. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Almost intercepted.
Well, but it's 3rd and long. I'll just say this. Be very careful on the offensive side.
Looking at 3rd down. The 49ers lined up. Bunch formation. Third down and 10. Throw a pick here, Phil, and they'll be very pleased that we're nearing the final quarter so they can get this one over.
You know, sometimes when you're losing like this and you're playing so bad, you just feel like you can't get the game over with. It's amazing how it just keeps dragging on, and man, this has been a bad day, and it's, like you said, Jim, it just continues. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Brooks really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
Curley's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. And it's swatted away.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches the defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
On the way, 3rd down. Snap it out of the gun. The pass falls incomplete, and they fail to pick up a first down on this series. all set to punt here. Patterson's going to take this one from the 26. Ducks out of bounds.
Patterson's able to show off his talent on that punt return that time. What speed and quickness that allows him to break through some of that coverage and picks up good yards.
The 49ers' last drive ended with an interception. So what do you think here, partner? They're going to play a little safer this time around in an effort to avoid another giveaway?
Well, Jim, I think, listen, this is not a perfect game. It's a game of adversity. You're going to have turnovers, so keep your confidence up. Still stay aggressive. That's how you play and win in the NFL.
There's the flag right there. The defense accepts the penalty.
This man was put on this defense for this reason alone. Make the big hits. Give your team some momentum and also put a little fear in those offensive players when they get the football.
The Rams defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Press coverage all the way.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
First down at the 36. He's drilled as he throws. The 49ers are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation.
Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
The 49ers snap it at the 36. Intercepted. Heading into the fourth, and this offense just wants to forget about this effort.
Yeah, Jim, that's the best thing you can do. Forget about what you did on that field today. Go back to practice next week. Start over and see if you can just play better in the next game. Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
First down at the 37. Gurley's taken down at the 40. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. And it'll be second down at 6 after the running play on first down. Gurley's in the backfield. Single back set. Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Rams will take the snap from the 40. Kendricks got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Gurley's going to secure the handoff. Slashes to the left side. Gurley's brought down after picking up 11 on this play. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Playing press coverage to the outside. Final quarter underway now with this snap. A tackle behind the line.
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
Second down and 10. They'll run it with him again. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
What a beautiful long run by the running back. Once again, he just proves why he's one of the best in the NFL. He's in the top 10 so far this year.
3rd down and 1. Another carry here.
And it's 3rd short. The defensive line, you got to guess. You got to think it's going to be a run play. I don't know what they were thinking. They let the offense just push them back, and they give up the 1st down. Good job by the offense.
1st down, offense readying for the snap. He's going to get another carry. Ball is out. Oh, they cough up the football, and the defense takes possession. You never want to fumble, even with a big lead this late in a game.
No.
Officials stop play now. They want to take another look at that last play. So they're looking to see if the ball came out before the knee was down.
I think when you look at these plays, most of the time it's pretty easy to determine, Jim, it's just always a clear shot. When that knee hits the ground, you can freeze that shot and determine if it's a fumble or down by contact.
From the gun. And he's thrown to the ground.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
After getting to the quarterback again, it'll be 3rd down and 12. But then lost it on the hit.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
No good. No good.
So many times when you see these field goal kickers miss it, it's just about mechanics. What was it? Were the steps wrong? Did he plant his foot in the right spot? And you got to hit that football in the perfect spot, too. A little bit of everything went wrong that time.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down at the 31. Looking to go deep. And it's incomplete.
Well, even though they didn't get to completion, I like the fact that they tried to throw the football deep down the field. Keep that defense off balance.
This will be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Down the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about it. This guy has a strong arm. That time he just sails the football way past the receiver deep down the field.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
The 49ers really don't have much of a chance of picking up this 1st down. It's 3rd long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Fourth down and 10, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go.
The 49ers snap it at the 31. He'll throw it over the middle. Intercepted! It's not getting any better for the offense here late in this game, as now they get picked off.
The frustration and the bad play just continues. And, you know, it's so bad the coach can't even yell at the players. All you can do is pat them on the head and encourage them to keep trying.
The Rams will take the snap from the 40. Austin's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
They're in the hurry-up mode. And it's caught by Jared Cook. Another touchdown to increase the lead. This will end up being an embarrassing final score for the team on the wrong end of it.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be embarrassed, and their pride is going to be hurt. And, you know, on the winning team right now, it's time to think about putting in the backups and just let this clock run out.
The 49ers in kickoff return formation. Patterson's going to test the coverage here. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The 49ers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Let's go.
First down at the 21. Has his target. Picks up maybe 3.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have. When the window of opportunity is very small, quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Second down and 7. The 49ers now move the chains.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
First down at the 37. Makes the catch in open space. And he's out of bounds.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
First down at the 36. Torrey Smith on the receiving end. San Francisco, touchdown. That marks his 5th touchdown pass this season. The 49ers for the extra point. He made it. The 49ers now lining up for the onside kick. And unable to pull off the onside kick, the hands team comes away with the football. Coming to the line at the 44.
Let's round! Let's round! Here we go! We're at 38! We're at 38! Let's round! Let's round!
The Rams have it at the 44. Line to the left. Gets about 9 on the play. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. 2 minutes to go in the second half. Coming to the line at the 35.
Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Room to work. Gains 18.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
The 49ers lined up in the nickel.
Let's go.
Drop back. Shotgun formation. He's picked off again. And a touchback.
While meaningless this late in the game, the coaches are always looking for a morale-building moment for next week, especially in a game this lopsided.
Yeah, you know what you do as a coach? You keep teaching your guys and you keep inspiring them on to keep doing the best they can, because you will be rewarded with a good play late in the game like this. Even though you're getting blown out, it's a great teaching situation, and take advantage of it.
Second down following that incompletion.
He'll take the snap from the gun. The 49ers get a first down. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry.
Let's go.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Second down.
The Rams with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Pass is intercepted. He's brought down. That's got to be it. That's got to be the game ender here, partner. The interception basically ices it.
It does. You know, sometimes when you're behind as a quarterback, you take a chance, and that time the chance was just too great. Nice play by the defense.
They're happy to begin this drive from this point.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Going to take it the distance.
That time it was an easy completion for the quarterback on the play-action pass, and it fools the defense because look how aggressive the offensive line is. They sold the play to the defense, and the quarterback took advantage.
To the ground. Williams all over that offense and brings him down.
Well, Jim, they got the lead. There's not much time left. Run the football on this clock. Keep it moving, and you can win the game. Take no chances. Don't jump off sides. Don't create a penalty, and put 2 hands on the ball.
With about 30 seconds left, it's second down.
Here we go.
Takes the knee.
All that animosity, all that hatred, all the buildup, and in the end, it was a win that was a one-sided affair.
Yeah, it was in all sides. Everything you looked at, they got out hit today. They weren't as physical. They were not smart on the field. Even the design of what they were trying to do, the management of the game, that was wrong on the coaching side. Just one awful effort.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.